First year students, this is the apparatus of the viscosity. The aim of this experiment is to find out the viscosity of a water or any liquid with the help of the viscometer, or another name is that is your Poiseuille method, right? My dear students, this is the experiment setup. How we will set this experiment, how we will find out the viscosity of a water. So this is your viscosity meter. This through capillary, this is the capillary, this is the one capillary. Through the capillary the water will be flow from this tube to this tube, right? These are the two limbs we will find out when we flow the water here through this tank, right? So the water will go up, we will balance the height of this water level, and this is the outlet. One is the outlet. The extra water will come out from this pipe, and from this end there is a measuring cylinder. So in 1 second, this is your stopwatch, right? This is the stopwatch. So in 1 second, how much water will be collected here, right? So drop by drop, this is the pinch cork. When we release this pinch cork, drop by drop the water will be come out and we collect the water, right? So with the help of the formula, that is the formula of the viscosity is your N is equal to pi a 4 H rho G upon 8QL. This is the formula of your viscosity. So N is your viscosity, H is your pressure difference. Pressure difference between these two tubes. The water level at this here, right, of one tube, that is called limb A, and the water level of this one is called limb B. The difference of these two levels of water, that is called your H. H is your pressure difference, right? Now, first of all, when you open this tap, the water is coming gradually through this tank, right? Now the water is coming through this tank, right? So what it happens when the water come out from this point, right? So you will adjust this tap, right? Now the water is gradually going upward, right? As soon as the water level is reaching, water level is going up, right? Once the water level is saturated, right, then you take the difference of these two, and now you stop on your watch, and drop by drop the water come out by drop by drop. The how much water we will collected in 1 second, you have to take the reading of these all these things, right? Once you take the readings, all readings, right, and you put it into the observation table, you will get the viscosity of a liquid. Now we will move towards your observation table, okay? Friends, now you have taken all the readings of the viscosity experiment. Now put all these readings in the observation table. So I will explain here how you will calculate the viscosity, right? Putting all the values in the observation table. So this is your observation table. This is your complete observation table, right? So the first is your serial number. Second is your manometer reading. The first point is your water level in one limb A. Second is water level in another limb B. These all are in centimeters. So this is your one limb, that is your A, and this is your another limb, capillary tube, that is another limb is your B, right? So these are the two tubes. This is your A limb and this is your B limb. Difference of these two levels. The pressure difference, that is your H. The pressure difference is your H is equal to A minus B, that is your centimeter. For example, I have taken here 6.2. The one leg reading is that is 6.2 centimeter. The another leg reading is your 20 centimeter. The difference is your 13.8 centimeter, right? So we are taking the water in these tubes, right? Now come to this part. The measurement of the water calculated per second, that is called your Q. The volume of your water collected, that is your V in cc. How much water you have collected, that is your 4 cc, and the time you have taken for the collection of this water is your 60 seconds. So volume of your water collected per second, that is Q is equal to V by T, that is cc upon your seconds. It gives you the reading of your 0.066. After putting this value 4 and 60 and dividing, you will get this, right? Volume of water calculated per second, right? Or you can say the rate of water calculated per second. Now take the mean of all this, right? Take the mean of all the reading, that gives you a Q, and in this row, that is a H by Q. H is your pressure difference. This is your pressure difference, right? You get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 readings here, and divided by your Q. This is your Q. So you will get the value of H by Q. You get the value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 H by Q readings. Now come to this one. Length of your capillary tube is your L, right? This is your L. Length of your capillary tube is L. The temperature of your water calculated, that is your centigrade. Density of the water is rho, that you know very well, that is your 1, that is 1.0 gram per centimeter cube. Now, how you will calculate the radius of your capillary tube? The radius of the capillary tube you will calculate with the help of your microscope. So, the value of your one division on your main scale, that is in centimeter. The total number of the division on a vernier scale, that is in a division. Now count the horizontal and the vertical scale of your microscope. The formula is the value of your one division on your main scale divided by the total number of the division of your vernier scale, and this gives you 1 centimeter. This value gives you the radius of your capillary tube with the help of your microscope, right? So once you will get the reading of the radius, right, of your capillary tube, with the help of your graph, you will find out the slope, right? How you will find out the slope? The graph is plotted between your H by Q and the rate of your flow, the rate of your flow of your water calculated per second, right? So this is your graph. The nature of your graph is like this. The slope is your dE by Fg. This is your slope. This is your slope. And that is your H by Q. So put the value of this formula. This is the formula of your viscosity. Pi rho G R4 by 8L multiplied by H by Q. Put all these values in this formula, right? You have all these values. You have all these values. Rho, you are getting here the density of your water, right? R, the radius of your capillary tube. L is the length of your capillary tube, right? H by Q, you will calculate it from this graph. Putting all these values, you will find the viscosity of your water, or I can say any liquid, with the help of this experiment. The formula of your viscosity is this one, pi rho G R4 upon 8L H by Q. The units is your kg per meter second. So this is your complete description about your viscosity experiment to find out the viscosity of your any liquid with the help of this experiment, right? So okay, thank you.